What is it about this? This is the second year you've won MVP and All-Star, and both have come under the USA WNBA format. What is it about this format that just, brings out the best in you? Yeah, what is it about this format that brings out the best in you?
Motivation.
And also, just the competitiveness. I mean, this is a competitive All-Star game. This is something that's kind of different, very competitive.
Yeah, I was saying before, just they're getting ready to play and they want to win. So we're not going to get embarrassed as well. They have plays, they've been practicing. So we just want to come out hard. And I love competition. If I hear somebody's trying to beat me, I'm going to try to beat them, twice as hard. So that's, usually what happens when we play USA.
Hey, yo, MVP, Arike Ogunbowale. Man from the Dallas Swing. Oh, my gosh, she's so nice. 34 points, broke the record for most points scored in WNBA on the USA team's head in a real battle. This wasn't just no free layup lines. We gonna let everybody score, no defense. Oh, they was trying to play out there. And Arike, for the second time this format has happened, WNBA All-Stars versus the USA Olympic team, Arike has won the MVP. Oh, yeah, she likes to battle with them. She gets busy. And I've told y'all about the lineup, right? I gave y'all my starting lineup. If you new to the channel, this is your first time viewing in, I gave my starting lineup before it was announced long ago, as soon as, we knew this format and the All-Star list came out, right? And then the U.S. Olympic team list came out. I gave my starters for both, and I was spot on. Except, I was wrong on one player. Out of the 10 players that was starting for the USA Olympic team, I was wrong on one player. Well, you should say two, because I had Sabrina starting over Diana Taurasi. I didn't think I should have known better that they was gonna let the dinosaurs start. I should have known better, but. Everything else, especially on the WNBA side, starting lineup that I called Caitlin Clark, Arike, Eno, Jaquel Jones, and who was my third one? Oh, Dwana Bonner, OG. Oh, goodness. Oh, I knew. I said, that lineup right there, that's scary. That's scary, spooky hours. And for the other side, you had Asia Wilson, Breanna Stewart, Chelsea Gray, Diana Taurasi, and Lord knows who. But y'all can tell me in the comments. I'm pretty sure you will. But it was an epic battle in the beginning. It was back and forth, close game, and then the WNBA All-Stars and Arike in the second half, she just went crazy. And Caitlin Clark, she dropping dimes all over the place. I'm sharing here and I'm sharing there. I'm going behind the back here and I'm doing what I do. She was off with the shooting, as we know, definitely off with the shooting, which, hey, I don't blame her, man. She's been playing more basketball than anybody on that court. And we're going to take a listen into how all these girls, even these stars, like Asia Wilson and Breanna Stewart, talking about how tired they are. How they can't wait for the, oh my God, they just so tired, right? Okay, all right, so what you think Caitlin Clark is? What you think, okay, all right. But, so that may be a reason why she's been missing all of these shots. Even she said in her press conference, she can't wait to not touch a basketball for a minute. I think she said, I believe I've been shooting too many goddamn shots the last, so really, too many of them. So, understandable. But she was balling nonetheless. 2 steals, 4 points, 10 assists. She was doing her thing. She contributed heavily to the win. Arike, she was their scorer, which I knew, prime time. Dwana Bonner, she was balling. And oh my goodness, she took them to school. She was taking them to school. In the first half, she was going crazy. And then Angel Reese, she even chipped in with her McDoubles. You feel me? She must have had them put a little extra seasoning on it. She brought some real beef patties to the palace to serve to the people, man. And that was a good little McDouble. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of tasty. But Arike has really exposed the WNBA. Now let's get on the serious note, okay? Arike's come out after, I think she was in a press conference after. Day after the WNBA, I think maybe like a Sunday, Monday, she did an interview, I guess, with ESPN. Talked about a proposal. Shout out to her getting married and everything like that. And yes, it's to a woman. Arike is gay. I have no problem with gay people whatsoever. I just hear when they keep trying to throw in Caitlyn because she not gay and because she not black, that they don't give her just dues. And those are the real reasons why the players in the WNBA don't like her and so on and so forth. Because she not gay and she not black. Well, Arike, she not white and she not straight. And she's basically the best player I've seen so far besides Caitlin Clark in the WNBA and Asia Wilson is Arike. And they don't talk about Arike at all on ESPN enough. You don't even hear the WNBA players speak on Arike like that. And why is that? Arike will let you know, and I'm going to dive back in. Let's play a clip from her press conference that she had, or interview, not press conference, but an interview she had with ESPN. And I'll chime back in. Let's take a listen.
He tweeted during the game, quote, "An all-time Team USA snub." I see you laughing right there. What went into your decision for you not to be involved in that selection process?
Yeah, I mean, I was involved in it, the whole years leading up to it. I went to camps and stuff, and just as a player, and I know myself and I know what I see, and I just wasn't feeling like they really wanted me on that team. So, I just removed myself, because it is a process to, keeping your name in the pool and, having to go to these things. So if I already knew and felt that I wasn't going to be on the team, I just removed myself from that.
And you laughed a little bit when I talked about your brother Dare tweeting that out. What did you think when you saw him?
Now, she black, she gay, and she's a hooper's hooper, right? But what did she say? I felt like they didn't want me on the team. I could feel the energy. I've been going to the camps for years. So she knows. She reading the room. All right? This ain't got nothing to do with being black, straight, gay, white, none of that type of stuff, right? It's certain different things. I keep telling y'all, the powers that be. If you're not willing to sell your soul or sell out, they don't really rock with you. You can be good as Arike, one of the best in the league, but they don't promote her. They don't put on no commercials. And as you see, she's saying the girls on the U.S. Olympic team, all the black ones and some of the white ones, they don't rock with her. They're not feeling her, the coaching, all of that. Because for whatever reason, now because it can't be because of her talent. I'm sure she's in practice doing the same thing to them as you've seen her do in both the All-Star games that she played against them. In 2021, when she won MVP against the U.S. Olympic team, destroyed them. And in 2024, this past weekend, destroyed them, won the MVP on their ass again. Okay? So she definitely, clearly, I'm sure she was doing that in the camps that she was going to. And she got that feeling, oh, y'all act like I'm not like that? Like, what's going on? Like, oh, you got me coming off the bench, way behind. What you got me on the third team? What is this? You got me as the 11th man around here on this roster? I'm destroying everybody. So she felt the vibes and she got on out. Now in this next clip, she gonna talk about the politics, right? And I'm gonna give my thoughts about what politics really are, and when it comes to sports and all of this type of stuff. But let's talk. Let's let Arike. She gonna tell us, about the politics of the game and why she feel like she's off the team. All right, let's take a listen and I'll come back.
I'm 100% sure you didn't tell him to say it, but I mean, it's your brother, so he's gonna go out there and defend you. You also mentioned that there's a little bit of politics involved in the selection process, and really politics involved in anything and any sport that anyone is out there playing. But what are those figurative red tapes or hurdles that made you say maybe it's not worth the trouble?
I think, like, when I said politics, I was just referring to, like, just sports in general. Like, and it's not even just women's basketball. I see it, all across professional sports. And, there's some great players that aren't on teams. There's some players that aren't that good that aren't on teams. And I'm just not just specifically talking about USA basketball. So when I said politics, I'm just speaking in general. Just I've obviously been involved in basketball my whole life. And, I've been a part of some things that had political, whether it was college, WNBA. So I kind of just said it like that. So there were flags, there were, things that I just felt, but at the end of the day, they choose who they want to choose, and that has nothing to do with me. And I'm very confident and comfortable in myself and my skills. So, whether I'm on the team or not on the team, I'm still blessed to play the game.
Okay. again, she black, she gay, right? And she's a hooper's hooper. But they don't promote her. What did she say? She's been going to the camps for years, right? Through the process. So she can be on the U.S. Olympic team. But during that time, as she's going to these camps and going to these, I'm pretty sure she's busting their ass too, on top of this, right? No doubt about it. We can tell by her skills, and that can't nobody stop her on that team, that she was in practice and in them camps busting ass. All right? And for her to say, oh, I know myself and I know when they, I wasn't really liked on the team. Now, again, she black, she gay, and she's a hooper's hooper. But the girls on the team wasn't rocking with her because and when she say politics, what they really mean when they say politics is gatekeepers. The gatekeepers, the powers that be, the tip top. That's what she means when they say politics. In sports, it's the gatekeepers. Just like a LeBron James being able to get Bronny James onto the Lakers, even though he really not even ready to be in the NBA. And on top of not only getting him on the team, he got a 4-year deal, $7.9 million, right? So he guaranteed to be on the team. Neither here nor there, but that's the politics. That's the gatekeepers. They able to pull whatever strings they want to pull and make whatever happen they want to make, regardless of your talent. Whether it's up here or down here, they can maneuver how they want to, okay? If you a part of they go along, get along gang. Now, Arike, she don't strike me as the type to be a part of the get along, go along gang. It ain't about just being gay and black or whatever color. I've been telling y'all this. It ain't about the color. It ain't about your race. It ain't about your sexuality. It's, are you willing to push their agenda, whatever it is? Are you willing to sell out to get a bag? And if you not, we don't really rock with you, no matter what you are. Black, straight, gay, white, don't matter. Are you down with the get down? Because we got people around here who willing to damn near jump off a cliff if we tell them to for the right price. Okay? And if you ain't part of that, and you ain't willing to sell out and do whatever is clever, necessary, that we ask of you, we're not going to promote you. We're not going to rock with you. So she's seen that, okay, I'm just here, I'm busting their ass in practice, but they keep looking at, or they keep acting as if I'm not up there. Because you feel the vibes, you feel the energy in the room. People can read the room and know. If you balling in the gym, right, you busting ass, but people ain't like, oh, you cold, oh, that was nice, whatever. Even your teammates on your team, you start to see, oh, are they trying to downplay what you've been doing, and they highlighting people that's not even on your level, like they really balling. But yeah, she not a part of that program. She not a part of the go along, get along gang program. Yeah, she black, she straight, and she's a hooper, but they don't rock with her because she ain't about selling her soul. See, I told y'all, it's not about white, it's not about black, it's not about straight, gay. It's about, are you with this agenda that we pushing? Will you do something strange for this fame and so on and so forth? And some people not with that, like Arike, Caitlin Clark. So they don't promote them, even though they two are the best in the league, even though Caitlin Clark is bringing in all the fans and all the money into this WNBA situation. And yet still they don't give her no love, they don't give her flowers. Same as Arike, I don't never see her on no commercials. I don't ever see her, they don't really promote her as being a top-notch player, but they'll tell you about Asia Wilson and Breonna Stewart and this, that, and the other, right? Chelsea Gray and Katie Plum or Kelsey Plum or whatever. They'll tell you Sabrina and that, they'll tell you about them, but they don't really talk about Arike like that. And she colder than all of them, in my opinion, all right? Now, she gonna speak on Caitlin Clark and what that was like playing against her and playing with her. And let's take a listen to what she got to say, and I'll come back in.
Played both against Caitlin Clark, with Caitlin Clark at the All-Star game. She has super high praise for you, calling you the best one-on-one player in the W. What did you learn about her and her game, playing with her and both against her as well?
Yeah, well, I've been a fan of her since she's been in college, and we exchanged while she was in college because I just love hoopers. You guys obviously see my game, and I see a lot of similarities. She knows how to get a bucket. She can create for herself. She can create for her teammates, and I just love her game. And it's fun playing against her. She brings a crowd every time, so I'm definitely gonna show up. But playing with her, I kind of just got to pick her brain a little bit and just see how she thinks and just how she moves as a teammate. And she's an amazing player. Indiana's definitely lucky to have her, but that's dope for her. She's told me she's liked me a lot, in college and stuff, but that's dope for her to show that praise, on TV and stuff. So she's one of my favorite players in the league as well.
I so love.
Now that's how you answer a Caitlin Clark question. You see, when you're not mucking things up. And Arike, what's she say? Oh, I love hoopers. Talking about Caitlin Clark. I've been a fan of hers since college. You see that? I've been a fan of hers since college. I love hoopers. What? I couldn't wait and be playing against her because she brings in the crowd. Did you hear? See, she being frank with y'all. She bring in the crowd. So I'm going to show up, show out. And when I'm playing with her, I pick her brain to know what she be thinking, what she be seeing on the court. That's a hooper's hooper. They always trying to get better, even if they see somebody else who's great at what they do. Man, you know what, man? It's hats off. Why? See, that's a totally different answer than what all of the other WNBA players give when asked about Caitlin Clark. She told the absolute truth. 27 years old she is, Arike. She's 27. She's a vet in this league. Okay? She's an NCAA champion with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish when she was on that team. I believe 2019, 2018. And she hit game-winning shots in the semifinals of March Madness, I believe Final Four, and the championship game. Clutch buckets, right? Just like she did versus Indiana Fever and like she was doing versus the USA Olympic team this past weekend. Oh my goodness, she been killing, right? So she's been a hooper's hooper since she was in college. She was the 5th overall pick in 2019. So they really never pushed her, man. Because we've never heard, we haven't heard really none of these WNBA girls. But soon as we start hearing about them, we heard about the Asia Wilsons and the Breanna Stewarts and Kelsey Plum and so on, and Sabrina Ionescu and this, that, and the other, Deanna Taurasi, Brittany Griner, and we know about those names, right? But why we just now finding about Arike, and she's been destroying the league. We had to find out about her. Her name finally popped up when she took her name out of the U.S. Olympic, and then they started saying how she, if they want to talk about anybody being snubbed, it's Arike. And then you go and look at her points per game, and she was averaging damn near 27 at the start of the season, and then it went down. I think the Dallas Wings is tanking too to get paid or something like that. But that's neither here nor there. Arike is a super duper hooper. She's a hooper's hooper. And she showed all love and praise to Caitlin Clark, rightfully so, because it's well-deserved. She gave her flowers. She gave Caitlin her flowers. Caitlin gave her flowers. That's what's supposed to be going on. All around. And imagine, I hope y'all take notes, WNBA other players, you other players. Even N.O. from the Storm, Seattle Storm, Anika, even her answers, let's listen to her answers in the post-conference after the WNBA All-Star game. Her and Arike was up there, and she spoke on Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark effect in the WNBA. Let's take a listen.
Dean for Arizona PBS Pocket News. I would like to ask you about how rookies like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese handled the pressure in their first All-Star games tonight.
I mean, I thought that they were professional, like as anyone at this level would be. I'm always impressed by the two of them. I think it was also really fun to see them playing together tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They had some synergy and the maturity that they have going in, not even just being here at All-Star, but managing, all of the influx that they get as the two rookies that are really getting a lot of attention. And then of course, like being celebrated too. I would like to think that they had fun today.
having a class on how to have class. WNBA. Those right there, that's prime examples. You should play that for the other players around the league and say, listen, when you ask Caitlin Clark questions, this is how you might want to answer them. This is how you might want to answer them. Okay? Good job, Eno. You sound much better than your sister, because her sister is the one, she one of them ones that be on ESPN hating and sounding delusional when it comes to talking Caitlin Clark. Okay? But, again, the WNBA, y'all got to start doing better. You got to start having class on how to have class. Arike, she has shown it. Eno has shown it. It's been some other few that has shown it as well. But it's been way too many. And you talking about coaches, even the USA coach, Cheryl Reeves, coaches, Christy Sides. You got a bunch of them that just do not know how to really give their flowers when it's just due. It's warranted. Even the commissioner, she talked about how the rookie class are bringing in all of this and that and the other. No, it's Caitlin Clark. All right, it's CC. But you know, and yo, she let it be known. You know what I mean? And they people don't even understand, right? They don't understand how the WNBA or Caitlin Clark has really put the spotlight on the WNBA, and a lot of these girls in the WNBA, they just not ready for it. They're not ready for it. They haven't even been keeping up with their own league like that. You know what I mean? You had Angel Reese skipping out on the All-Star Challenge or whatever the case, skill challenge. She didn't show up. You know what I mean? But she one of the faces of the WNBA, right? You know, and so you're supposed to want to promote that. She ended up showing up in Las Vegas Summer League with short Daisy Dukes on, show half in her ass. I just don't get it. So the commissioner, you need to be talking like, you know, we trying to promote our league and so on and so forth and grow the league. You know, we need our faces of the WNBA to be in attendance and taking part, even if you're not playing, at least be there. CeCe was there front row center along with Asia Wilson and basically everybody else. So got to do better with that. And definitely, I'm about to show y'all a clip with Breonna Stewart and Asia Wilson on, see, the ones that don't have class. They don't have the proper class, and why they're a turnoff, even though their games is good, but they're a turnoff to the fans, especially the new fans, because they so unprofessional with it. Let's take a listen to them at the podium, man, after the WNBA All-Star, after they took that L, and let's listen to them talking about playing defense in All-Star games and things like that, and I'll try it back in.
There was more defense in this year's All-Star game than most, and you know that's definitely attributable to the format being USA WNBA. Would you prefer that that you would see more of this even in years where it wasn't USA versus WNBA?
I'm confused on your question.
Do you want to have a competitive All-Star game? Like,
Oh,
every year?
every year. Y'all want to be honest? You know, let's say our mindset is different when the Olympics is going on. So yes, I feel like the defense has to be there because the parties, all the extra stuff is like, it's not there because we have to focus on the thing. But when it's not Olympic year, I don't want to play defense. Because I probably physically will be there, but
I mean, it's a grind. Like we just came off 25 games.
It's a lot.
So like especially as the schedule continues to grow, I feel like All-Star games, obviously not counting this one, get competitive in spurts. You know, when players are going 1v1 or whatever the case may be, or you're playing to a certain score, or like the 4-pointers. And I think like having that makes it a little bit different and gives us a different vibe. So I don't know if that answers your question.
What is that called? The Elam ending?
Yes, the
now,
Elam
if we did that could be a different game. I'm not trying to give Kathy no ideas, but girl, if we did that may be different. But with the format right now, yeah.
All right, next question.
We have a break.
Next question, all the way to the right.
If we had a break after All-Star, 100%, we'll play defense. But just give us like an actual break. because we don't.
We're getting off topic, but
All the way to the right.
Hey guys, just
We tired, boss. We tired. 25 games in, 24 games in. We tired. We need a break after All-Star because, oh my God. This is what I be talking about. Unprofessional. Need to have a class on having class. Here you got two MVPs. Both of them are multiple MVPs and champions. Sitting up there, two of them faces of the league. Sitting up there talking about they tired, All-Star, they're not going to play no defense on regular All-Star games because of the parties, so they really not going to show up for the fans on All-Star, like as if they just already got it like that. As if y'all, the NBA sucks because of that too. I can't stand All-Star weekend for the NBA. They don't play no defense. That shit's weak, okay? But at least they league is not failing. They league is growing and their money is up. So if they want to take that little break and play around like that, I don't like it. I know a lot of other people don't like it, but some people still show up and still pay for it and so on and so forth and attend and all that. But WNBA, you don't have the luxury. What? What do you mean you're not going to play? You want to grow your game. Nobody knew who y'all was until this year. Okay? So don't try to act like, oh, no, they need to change. And you only play 40 games in a total season. So you more than halfway through, and you talking about tired already after 25 games? They play more games than that in college. And you tired already? Yeah, that's crazy. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, they the only team that's played 26 games. Only team in the WNBA that's at this breaking point, at the break point, where they got 26. Everybody else got 25 and 24. 25 and 24. And Caitlin Clark just came off a long college season, right? So you're talking about tired, y'all using these excuses when the rookie, she just balling, and you can tell she hit the wall and she tired. That's why I've been telling y'all. You can tell, but she ain't out here like, they won because they went out and played basketball. All that partying and all this stuff. Come on, man. Y'all that show your head and your game is not in the right place. The love of the game. Because I wouldn't give a damn if we just playing 2K or something. I don't like to lose. And it's been many times where I done partied all night and so on and so forth and didn't get no sleep and had a game and showed up and showed out. Yes, indeed. Got locked in. Let's go. Hungover and everything. Finna ball out. I don't give two shits. When we own in between these lines, it's grind time. It ain't none of that, I'm sleepy, I'm tired, I need rest, or I stayed out all night. No. When you're a hooper, you hoop, period. It's time to hoop, you hoop, and ain't no excuse. Now, we don't like to make excuses, okay? So that's what you got, WNBA. You need to fix that. You see, NO and AO, they answers to these questions, and you hear Breonna Stewart and Asia Wilson's answers to these questions. It's ridiculous, and y'all gotta fix it, all right? Because you sending that U.S. Olympic team with a coach that's a hater versus Caitlin Clark, and mostly damn near a lot of those girls from Deonna Taurasi to Breonna Stewart to Asia Wilson to Kelsey Plum then said something ill about Caitlin Clark, and no wonder she not on the damn team, man. So y'all been exposed once again by Arike and of course myself. You've been on the clock. She 27, Arike 27. They never been on the USA Olympic team. That's insane in itself too. So y'all got to do better. And y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's the Pope. Peace and love. I'm out.